You're watching the last heat of round 3 here for the Roxy Pro Gold Coast, and it's a heavy one for world champions. 3-time world champ Carissa Moore takes on Stephanie Gilmore. And so for Carissa, watching all the action that was going crazy in round 2 yesterday, she's been just amping to get some good conditions. Here she is now. 2 big blows already for the 3-time world champ. Drills it off the top into a 360. It's an old school Potts move right there. She'll go for a little rebound and she's out. But starting off with a lot of flair to kick this one off.
Let's have a look at this one here from Carissa. Her opening wave, beautiful snap. Watch this turn right here. Are you kidding me? Just throwing everything into it. Some power, some speed, straight into a beautiful 360. And finishes off with a nice little wrap, but comes off at the end. And having fun. And surfing snapper, you know, no competition at all.
Gilmore now up. A lot of foam on the face of this wave. She'll knife one through, looking casual, always through her points. 2 fading turns. This one's still just waiting to grow on the bank. She hangs in there. Being the local, you're just waiting for something to really open up. Still dealing with some downtime, anticipating this one to start really opening up. Here comes that money wall. Gilmore driving through the lip, punches it hard off the top. Another big snap for the 6-time world champ. Jams it down the line, packing the turns off the lip. It's starting to get hollow. She pulls in. Will Gilmore make it? She gets the exit. Down carve, and she might be bottoming this one out again. And she slams on the brakes. A double barrel opportunity for the queen of snapper rocks. Slicing it off the top. She's down there in the free surf. Why not just high line soul arts to celebrate one of the best rides of the day?
Kelly Slater's wave pool, eat your heart out. That was, how good was that from Steph Gilmore? Analyzing to see whether this wave was going to produce what she really wanted. You can see just, she's always looking down the line, just making sure she keeps an eye on the wave, keeps an eye on the pace, feeling it out. Keeping that board moving rail to rail. Want to keep those fins engaged, get that board moving from rail to rail. Now she sort of hits the brakes, waits for it, resting those legs, taking in a couple of deep breaths. Now she starts setting things up. And here we go. Bang, one beautiful turn, backed up with another one. So this is where all the points are going to come from, through this inside bowl yet again. So that's 4 solid snaps. Now she hits the brakes, backdoors that little section, and comes flying out of the end. Has she had enough? No, she hasn't. She wants more. Slows herself down, leaning right back into it. Look at the style from Steph Gilmore. Styles for miles as she kicks out of that one. Right down at Greenmount. So Steph Gilmore starting off with, well, you could say a pretty good wave.
What a start from Stephanie Gilmore as we'll look at it from the sky. This is right into the part where this thing started opening up.
Yeah, this is the part of the wave where it's starting to get really good right now. All that sand's getting shoved down on that inside bank. And, well, the judges right now can't see her, so they'll be looking at the monitors, they'll be looking at the screen. Look at that backdoor, that section comes out nice and clean. The drone's going to help the judges decide the score. She fades back again and gets that bonus section. So look at how far she is. She's about 200 or 300 meters down from where the actual contest area is. And I tell you what, if she wasn't in the heat, she'd still be going on that wave right now down towards Kira.
It's really cool to see that passion for snapper rocks.
Yeah.
Watching the drift of the tail for Gilmore. Wraps it again. Needs a little bit of a score to get the lead with last of Carissa, 367. So she's going for the progressive act with that tail blow. And just getting that wave, we'll see that lead change back again. And now the rookie from West Oz, Bronte Macaulay, trying to get in the mix here, the world champs. Getting her flow down the line. Small part of the wave, so she'll fade out. Putting together an all-star performance, a couple of big moves to get past 2 talented athletes on tour. As she moves to the quarterfinals, back to action with Carissa Moore with a ton of speed. This wave is shoving her down the beach. Big wrapping cutback. Staying on the tail of her board, she'll blitz that vertical section. Another big rooftop float. The Hawaiian drifts the fins into a reverse to show she can do anything on demand. Next wave setting up for Gilmore. Packs another barrel at Snapper Rocks. Coming out and hits the lip. She wants to stall for more. Look at her footwork. Nose riding in the pit. Gilmore trying to pull that one off, and she goes down.
You think she's having fun, Joe?
She has such a good read. Anytime it's barreling. Let's watch it again.
All right, a couple of nice turns there. Beautiful, searing, slashing maneuver straight into a nice little top turn. Now she sees the wave starting to barrel. Comes off the bottom. Another beautiful turn for Steph. Hits the brakes. Pulls in nice and tight. I mean, look at that. Perfect positioning from Steph Gilmore. Gives it another pump up and over the lip again. Sees it starting to barrel. Now she gets up the front of her board, gets herself positioned. And look at that, double peace sign in the tube right there from Steph Gilmore. I wish she had to come out of that. I wish she had to come out of that wave. Talk about positioning, talk about control, talk about style. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Steph Gilmore, just as she goes past the jet ski, you know she's in the tube, that entire wave right there. Again, connects perfectly with the lip. Slices off the bottom, hits the brakes, and then gets herself ready, gets everything in order. The arms, the legs, the body, everything is in perfect positioning just to fit herself into that tube. Not a big wave, so everything's got to be exactly perfect. Now, look at that shot right there, just perfectly in the tube is Steph Gilmore. What a champion she is.
One of the best styles in the game. Stephanie Gilmore turns around to see Bronte Macaulay swinging to get back into this seat. Bronte has a 4.5 and now hammering a big section, weightless on the drop. She's going to stomp it, but it's going to leave her behind. So Macaulay, her effort there was to break the combination, losing the rest of the inside corner. She's still comboed. Numbers coming in for Carissa Moore's previous, an 8.17 for that reverse on the finishing move. Gilmore's last, 7.37 for the barrel opportunity. And so they're going back and forth for the lead. A world champion's heat, fighting for a spot in the quarterfinals. Rolling in down the line, 10:30 to go. Carissa with priority. Now needs an 8.38 for the lead. Snap to carve, nice and easy. Big section to work with. Drills it off the top. Powering through that top turn carve. Picking up the pace for another solid, powerful whip in the pocket. She'll fade this one. It's sort of bending away. Still has some speed to burn. It's not funneling like she wanted it to, but she's still throwing down some big moves. Now kicking out down the line, an 8.38 for Carissa to get the lead at the 10-minute mark.
Far in this round. Started off with the first one, but let's have a look and see what happened in this one.
Stephanie Gilmore waited a long time for this to open up, and we had to break this wave down. She had some downtime out the back, and when she got to this inside bank, she went straight up vertical multiple times. Richie Porta, head judge, said you have to get deep to get scored. She completely disappeared, went into a down carve, got barreled again, and then she got to do one of the coolest claims we've seen all day. Tank the wave, look back, soul arch, 9.17 in the lead.
Yeah, I thought that could have gone higher even as well. Look at that, perfect right there. But this young lady, I'll tell you what, she is not to be denied. She's right in it with a shot right now, just looking for an 8.83, but Carissa Moore, 8.17 on this occasion. She's thrown big scores away. And Steph Gilmore just hanging on to the lead. Look at these waves, they're absolutely pumping, and these two world champions are going head-to-head. Bronte Macaulay is kind of being left out of the mix at the moment. But Steph Gilmore, look at the style this young lady has. She's at home, she's riding a wave she knows probably better than anyone out there. And this is why, I mean, look at the turn she's doing. The confidence is up, and when Steph's confidence is up, she is literally unstoppable. So Steph Gilmore right in front of Carissa Moore right there. I'm sure Carissa was smiling at her as she went past. And again, I love this little inside section. Double peace sign, thanks for coming. What a show these young ladies are putting on.
Just perfect footwork, moving up to the net. Bronte Macaulay comboed. 2:40 on the clock. Macaulay from West Oz up now. A beautiful first turn. Drills it again off the roof. Third maneuver, nice and solid down the line for the rookie on tour. Wraps it back into the pocket a couple times. And she'll get out of there knowing she was comboed. She wanted to square up to show what she's capable of, and she started off really well.
That was definitely better. Absolutely. You know, Joe, when you have those free surfs and just some days you just cannot get the waves, that's the same thing with the heat. You know, if you're out of rhythm with the waves. But look at these turns from Bronte. Definitely worthy, that's for sure. 3 solid maneuvers from Bronte Macaulay. A sign of things to come from this young lady. You know what? If you're going to lose, this is the round to do it in. No one gets eliminated right here in round number 3. She's still got another shot. We'll see her in round 4, but that's...
Great solid action pots in round 3 for the Roxy Pro, scoring some of the better conditions we've had in a couple of years here for the season opener. Gilmore knows it. She's been loving it. She gets up on a wave, down to 14 seconds. She'll hand priority to Carissa Moore for a final chance to try to turn this heat. So now Carissa can take this wave. She'll roll in. We're going to run out of time, but this wave does count. If it doubles up, she's going to try to earn at least an 8.38 to go straight to the quarters. The Hawaiian throws down a big carve, slams on the brakes, pulls in nice and deep, comes flying out. Tail slide on the open face. Gets back out in front, hits it off the lip. Another jam down the line. Carissa, a little layback hack, and she stays on her feet. So Gilmore loses priority with a few seconds on the clock to give Carissa a chance to turn the heat pots.
I don't know what to say, Joe. You cannot give Carissa Moore an inch. She's too good. And that just shows right there. Even in the dying seconds, she doesn't give up, does she? That was a couple of amazing turns, throwing the little barrel. I want to see the different angle on that, though. I want to see how deep she got in the tube, and I think that'll determine how high the score goes.
So Stephanie Gilmore with that one to run away with after a brilliant performance gives Carissa just an opening to try to send her into round 4. And Moore takes it and capitalizes. Remember, this has to be at least an 8.38. Let's have a look.
Yeah, 8.38 is what she needs. So far, nothing really happening. Now it starts to hit that inside section. Carissa draws off the bottom. Big gouging maneuver. Comes off the bottom, hits the brakes. Nice little tube rides, gets spat out, and then look at this turn. Big sliding maneuver right there from Carissa. Up and through the lip again. So well and truly on her way, and again another turn, and then finishes off with a big layback snap. Well, I think Steph Gilmore.
One final number to come through. It looks like it was a split decision from the panel. Scores in now for Carissa Moore. An 8.53, steals it off the local, the 6-time world champ Carissa Moore into the quarterfinals here at the Roxy Pro.
Wow. So a little mistake right there from Steph Gilmore, catching a real marginal wave, kicked out, handed Carissa priority with what, 10 seconds or so on the clock.